Can you hear me now? Oh, I can't wait to get off of here. Need that website going really quick. Thank you, YouTubers. I know you guys can hear me. The trouble is over on Discord. It's gone from bad to badder. All right, everybody's on board. We got about 30 seconds to go before the top of the hour. I don't know what's going on with the sound. I'll keep trying. Can you hear me now? All right, we're looking at SAND. It is pushing higher now, 1114. Volume has slowed way down. It's actually paused at the moment. Let's see what else we have moving here. Let's not miss the next one. SVRE pushing up higher. Let's see if we can get a play in on this one. Pushing up to 330. Hopefully you're buying and selling on these spike upwards. Pretty volatile stock here. It doesn't know which direction to go just yet. Everybody's surprised it's up. They're taking profits. Maybe a second before it continues to rise. Let's see if we can keep the buyers going here. We're watching these lower indicators. They're all in our favor. You're watching this money flow. When it turns red, that's a weakness. Continuing to spike up a little bit, but pretty volatile. Going to be hard to catch these highs. It's like everybody's selling the moment it spikes. No trade for me yet. I'm too busy finding sound buttons. Look like we're getting weaker. Big red bar. Money flow took off to the south. They don't move fast enough. These investors, they will pull out immediately. And this is what I was talking about. They run up and then they pull back pretty far. So we got to be extremely cautious this morning. Seeing low numbers and some losses. So be careful. Do as I said. Please take my suggestion. They are pretty bouncy. Don't just shoot at them and hope that you win. That's not the way you do it. Let's get something that's solid, that continues to run. Don't forget to keep an eye on Magic Scan over here. This is going to keep track of all the stocks that's been moving over the last 30 minutes. If you see a yellow extreme breakout pop up in here, it's probably going up. SVRE turning around, trying to go back up. Probably not going to happen. Watching these indicators down here. We're not watching price bouncing up here. We want to see all of these indicators green. If you watch up here, you're going to miss the trade. Want to see money flow come back in and turn up. Want to see the My Blessing turn around and some green bars above yellow. Good job, Rosebud. 356 on SVRE. Let's see if I can get a trade in here. I guess I'll try the next one that pops up. Good job, Paper Cut. 109. CURR, $1.34 currently, breaking out to the upside. Looking at the lower indicators, they're not real strong yet. Money flow is kind of all over the place. Don't want to jump in when money flow's doing this. Money flow seems to have died out on this one. SVRE looking back to the north side. Money flow is down here, pointing north, but looks kind of weak. You can see it making dips there. There comes some buyers. Let's see if we have enough buyers to keep pushing here. Keeping a close eye on money flow. Kind of weak, pulling back down. Second bounce may not happen here. All indicators are red. BMNR, this stock has been running up for weeks now. They say they are raising money to put in cryptocurrency. Kind of hard to believe they may be doing it with investor money. What happens if it fails? That's my thoughts on it. Not seeing anything else spiking at the moment. Yeah, Gary, I think that investor put in $250 million for them to put into the crypto market. All of the rest of this price movement is just activity from the market. Nice try, Troy, over on YouTube. You made something. I would be happy with $15. I haven't even got a trade in yet. You can use these indicators with options. You are welcome. For those of you who don't know me, I've been on Thinkorswim since the 1990s. I've also been coding Thinkorswim for the last almost 17 years now. And I rely on the things that I code, nothing that comes with Thinkorswim. So you won't find any of these things in Thinkorswim. They are all custom coded. I search for buyers and sellers. Wherever they're attacking, we want to join them and go attack with them. Waiting for the next one. So, Mel, I don't tell how my indicators are built. That would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Tesla, I'm not price range bound. I've got them set to anywhere between 50 cents and $500. It's just that large caps don't move frequently in pre-market. They're usually after the regular session starts unless some type of news is out on them. We do occasionally see large caps in the scans, but it's not too often. Mainly range anywhere between 50 cents and $30 maybe, $25. Alejandro, I don't know how to correct problems on your end. That's something you're going to have to figure out about the email address. Maybe you had a previous Discord account. I don't know the issues over there. Waiting for some breakouts. So, those of you interested in joining us, we are very close to moving over to volumespikes.com. I am getting everybody off of the Discord platform. It has not been a good experience for us. So, if you do join us, there's a label at the top of your YouTube chat. It's white and yellow. If you join us only for 30 days at a time, as we will be transitioning over to volumespikes.com soon. Hopefully sooner than 2 weeks. We are like right there on the edge of launching, getting the final touches done. All I know is there are lots of people waiting to join because they can't stand Discord just like me. But it was a blessing to get started this way. Was the fastest way to get on board, but too many issues. My goal is to help investors put money in their pocket, learn my system, join us every morning. I'm not here for nothing else, just to help everybody make money. And it's working. You are welcome, Troy. Right now, I could use my first stock play. I may be late, though. I might have to wait till the top of the hour. Yeah, I don't want jumping around. I want a solid run. I don't want the second run either. This was the first run. I don't want the second one. I want the first initial blast off. Point of control is the yellow line. SVRE bouncing around. This is the back side of the trade. This is the front side of the trade. Usually the back side. It's very rare that it's going to outperform the front side, but it does happen, so we'll keep an eye on it. The beige lines are usually the lower volume sections. So we had high volume here because this is the actual price everybody agrees upon, the point of control. So all the volume hits here, the price runs up. It starts getting weaker as it goes up, unless other buyers come in to drive it on up to the red line. These are very good indicator here of what I've done to the volume profile. They act as support and resistance levels. They are very good placement lines. They're usually really accurate. So I've modified the Thinkorswim volume profile, took out everything that I didn't like, took out all the noise, right? And only rely on the lines, but with my coding. Yeah, I'm not a news chaser either. If the news is good, we will see a breakout in one of these scans from people buying it because it was news related. So I just wait on an explosion in the scans instead of chasing news. Me too, Troy. I wanted a strong Monday. It was pretty strong before our market opened, which is always the case. Big head golf, that all depends on which indicator. Some of them have their limitations. COGT, thank you, Gary. We're on the backside of the first run up. Maybe kind of weak back here. Few buyers coming on board. Indicators are like kind of laying flat over, so it's definitely weak. Low volume below the yellow line. And for those of you who don't know, this yellow line would be average volume for this stock. In order to get the price to move up, we need more than average buyers coming in. So we need green bars above yellow. Complaints, yeah, I did modify. This used to be the old, I think it was just normal volume bars. I did come in here and change it to buyers and sellers so I could see the percentages here. Pushing up higher now. This is the instance I told you the second run is usually weaker than the first, but on occasion they can bust out. So it went from nothing to boom to something. Would have been very hard to catch it. Hopefully you were already in it, Gary, and not just watching it like I was. Yeah, you can't hardly catch moves like this unless you're already sitting in it. Then it would have been very hard to get out because it came down so fast. Now we're going back up again, watching this money flow down here. Long as this money flow is above this yellow line as well, it's strong. Few buyers coming in to push it back up. Maybe a retest of the high of 977. Looking at these top wicks, if you don't know what they are sellers driving the price right back down. So there's a bunch of sellers sitting up here. May be hard to get any higher. Money flow is rolling over and back underneath the yellow line. About 45 seconds before the half hour. Let's see if some news comes out. Not seeing anything spiking at the moment. And if you ask me a question and I don't respond, my apology. I'm watching about 700 of you this morning. Kind of hard for me to keep up and watch out for plays. This one's pulling back. Everything turning negative up here. Let's see if SVRE takes off here. Thank you, Milo. Money flow coming up off the bottom. My blessing coming up off the bottom. We do have a buyer bar above the yellow average volume line. Let's see if we can get it to break out here. Currently at 299. Watching money flow closely. Would love to see it point due north. Pushing right on up. Let's see if we can push that red line higher. Looking kind of weak. The money flow's trying to roll over. Red money flow. Now we're up there at the red line. Let's see if we can get the buyers to keep pushing here. Watching money flow. These two indicators. This one hasn't yet broken that yellow average volume line. And when it does, it will raise the price. Profit taking going on. You can see it right here in this current bar. Money flow is now red. It's not heavy selling. These are profit takers. The price is not dropping. It's kind of hugging the close of the previous candle. More buyers coming in, but it probably isn't going to go much higher. We need extreme buying to push it up there. Nice trade, YouTube. Back up, pushing the red line. Let's see if the buyers can keep pushing here. They're kind of undecided. Do they want to stay in or push it higher? There we go. Nice tall green bar for a little bit of push. Watching money flow. Continuing to come in is what it looks like, but they're not moving the price very much. Don't know if I would chance hanging on here or not. Don't let me talk you out of the trade. I'm just quoting what I feel. Need another green bar above yellow line. Be nice to see a big breakout here up for $1 or so. Money flow is red. My blessing's red. Sellers are tired of waiting, or the traders are. A lot of them pulling out of it. More buyers coming in. They say, no, you don't. We're going to keep it up here. There's a little breakout for a few more cents. Continuing to push now. The bars are still green. Everything is green again. Hopefully you have some more buyers come in and keep pushing the price higher. Seems to be a good battle going on here to keep it climbing. A lot of profit taking along the way, restricting it. Money flow is red. Sellers coming in. Well, it never hit my personal preference to get in, so I did not trade it. I don't like the ones that are having trouble going higher. This one has its up and downs. Nice job, traders over on YouTube. They haven't quit yet, but it's a struggle. Few buyers coming in. My blessing indicator is red, rolling over. It's picking up that weakness. Money flow is red. Looks like the bars are getting shorter. That's less volume the shorter these bars are. Keeping the price up here around the red line, which is around 370. Well, a lot of traders made a few dollars off of it. Nothing fantastic, but we did some good monitoring on it. Not a bunch of heavy selling yet to drive the price back down. Few more buyers coming in right here. Money flow very weak. You can see it's below the yellow line and been bouncing up and around it. Thank you, humanity, for the contribution. God bless you. Bunch of sellers on the top of these bars now. Might come back down. That was a tough one, Mojave Trader. I never did click the mouse on it. It was too undecided to me. Looks like all the investors are tired of waiting now. They're selling off, pulling out of it. Thank you, Cal, for the donation. God bless you too. SONN was moving earlier this morning. I don't know what it's going to end up doing. That was one of the 4 o'clock a.m. movers. Or maybe 5. Time might have flew by then. There's where it was moving when I saw it. So that was around 4 o'clock this morning. Few buyers coming in. The indicators are looking green here. And these wide arrows, if you are unaware, this is extreme volume coming in to push the stock up. They are buyers. So if we see these wide arrows as we're growing, the run is really strong. Would love to see another wide arrow come in and keep going. Bunch of profit taking right there at the POC, the yellow line. A lot of buyers coming in. You can see we have 5 green bars above yellow line. So the pressure's building here. There is a possibility we could see a pop to the upside. Don't want to see any red here. Extreme buying coming in. Hopefully it'll pop here in a second. I'm watching that money flow down below. You never want to take your eyes off of it. It's kind of red right now. Got a red dominator bar coming in. Those are sellers. It's minor though. Some profit taking or pulling out. See you later, GK. You have a blessed one at work. The weakness is showing. Yeah, Joe, there wasn't no push on this one. It was a struggle to get to where it was. And I still haven't made a trade this morning, but I'm patient. I can wait. I want that one A plus setup that pays me a few grand. We haven't had that stock yet. ARTL, I'm being told. ARTL, $23 stock. This is the higher price range for those that were asking. It's not a large cap, but it's getting up there. These are a lot steadier movements here at this price range. It's not like a penny stock jumping up and down. This one should keep going. Watching the lower indicators. A few profit takers up here. Let's see if they can keep pushing. Green dominator bar coming in of buyers. $24.95 so far. $27. How about that for a $2 candle? I'm going to sell it right here. $1,450 for me on that one trade. I'm glad I waited and was patient. Nice job, traders. All of y'all are kicking in on that profit. Thank you very much. It was a nice trade. See you later, humanity. You have a blessed day. All you have to have around here is patience. Wait on that one stock that's going to take you to the bank. This one did it for me. Who called that one out? Good job, Gary. 46.35. I almost nailed it for 4,000. I gave up on it. I said, nah, give me 1,000 shares. I guess because of the frustration I had this morning. Simo, very easy answer to that. Thinkorswim scans, they only refresh every 3 minutes. So when we're group trading, somebody else's scan may refresh before mine. So one of the premium members, every one of these premium members are watching the scans. Everybody's refreshes at a different time. So we end up getting the stock anyway, whether I have to wait on them or for it to pop up in mine. That's the only downfall of Thinkorswim is that scan delay. They're live after they refresh, but they don't refresh again for 3 minutes. But trading in a group pretty much eliminates that delay. We all work together here. It's not just me calling out stock picks. 30.50 now. I did not get back in. I probably should have. So Thinkorswim works fantastic for us as a group platform. A few more buyers coming in, watching the money flow down here. You can see my blessing rolling over, so it is getting weaker up here at the top. A few more buyers coming in. We need to get above that yellow line. Hopefully it doesn't turn red. Good job, Matt. Matt over on YouTube made a profit on his first time here. So whoever called it out, I never did see who did. Thank you very much. You made a lot of traders some money this morning. Milo, you did? Good job, Milo. Yeah, Autumn's usually the one calling it out, or Goldfinger. We have a lot of Hawkeyes on the market, which is a good thing. Pushing higher. Look at money flow over here. They don't want to give up on it. Pushing it right back up there to that 397 mark. Maybe higher. Do we get a green dominator bar here of buyers? Got some profit takers on board. We're getting close on the money flow to crossing below that yellow line. Red profit takers. Money. My blessing is rolling over. Stock's getting weaker. Simul, I've custom coded all of my scans to respond the way I want them to respond. Everything here you see is custom. Pushing up a little higher. The buyers are coming back in. 33.11 now. I think we got this stock posted finally around $28. Now it's at 33. Back down to 30. Simul, it was one of the premium members who found it. His name is Milo. He's also one of our support department personnel. Ohio Dave, $5.29 per share. Great trade, Ohio Dave. Good job, Rebel Sheep. Everybody made a little bit of money on that one. Well, almost everybody if you played it. Everybody here is using toss. I know it's probably blowing your mind that we're getting these kind of results, but when you got a programmer behind it that knows what's going on, and you got many members that have learned that trading system and they're watching out, it just gets better and better and better the more members we have. So everybody that learns this system knows what to look out for, and they post stocks in the chat over on Discord. Of course, that's on the premium side. You can't just log into Discord and watch them. You got to be a member to participate. It's all about programming. Thank you for the kind comments. Any day, Bar, any day. That's the best I can do right now. We are right there on the edge of launching. I don't want to promise any specific day just yet, because we still need to do a soft launch. In other words, nobody knows. Get a paid member in there, a couple of them, which might be me, to make sure everything's running correctly. That'll take a couple of days right there. I'm kind of particular when it comes to launching something. If it's not working 100%, I don't launch. I don't want to have to work during the launch. I want to trade. So a few days, we should be up and running. So if you don't have Thinkorswim and you're trading on another platform, you can load Thinkorswim on your computer and use it for charting and join us and get all of these indicators and trade on the platform you're used to. You're not limited just because you don't have Thinkorswim. Use it as your charting platform. Mojave Trader, you know around here we don't care about news. We care about buyers and sellers. And you know the stock market, if the toilet don't flush all the way, the stock still moves. That's how that goes. Or you can have very bad news, but it's not as bad as they thought, so the price goes up. Or very good news, but it's not as good as they thought it was going to be, so the price goes down. That's why I don't chase news. I chase the buyers and sellers. That's all I care about. All right, YouTubers, I got to let you go here. That free hour is up. If you are interested in joining us, there's a label at the top of your chat. Click that label, then click Upgrade Now, and that'll give you instructions on how to join as a premium member. But make sure you only do it for 1 month because we're going to be switching over. I don't want to give a bunch of refunds back. And thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you were able to put a little bit of money in your pocket or learned a little bit of something. It's been just a somewhat good morning, not the greatest, but I'll take it. I only got the one trade in, but it paid well. But thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate each and every one of you. Catch me back here Wednesday. I'll be live streaming again for another free hour on YouTube. And with that said, have a very blessed trading day. If you made any money, don't give it back. And as always, God bless. See you later.